You mentioned a show last podcast that got me very interested. Do you remember what show that was?
That would be Scavenger's Reign, I believe.
Have you checked it out yet?
I still haven't. I'm irritated with Netflix, so I haven't done it yet.
Well, on the drive home, I looked at my lady and I was like, I have a new show. We've been looking for a new cuddle show because usually it's just random YouTube videos, but we enjoy having a show to watch.
Yeah.
And I was like, Z brought up Scavenger's Reign, and what got me on it was editing the clip today where you brought up that scene that got you interested in it. And it's great. I don't have Netflix. I have Max, and it's also on HBO Max.
Yep.
The animation's great. The voice acting's great. The characters are great. The story's great. I really, really enjoy it. What really got you interested in it? I know it was that scene, but...
It was really just that scene. So on Instagram, I tend to fall into certain parts of the algorithm where at times they just send me a bunch of like inspirational shit. And somebody used that scene for an inspirational post. And I was like, low key, that show looks kind of fire. Like the animation is what drew me in because I like good animation.
Yeah.
And just that scene just was like, that did kind of hit deep. So I was just like, I kind of want to watch it. Like, it seems like it would be a pretty good show to watch.
In the first 2 episodes, you are already getting the hint of like heaviness because it's a little funny. It's heavy. And there's some scenes that make you uncomfortable. They crawl into a tube that I swear to God, they got the inspiration from an uncircumcised dick. I swear.
Oh.
There's some scenes that'll terrify you. There's these spider crab-like things that attack them, and you get a close-up on their face, and they have a scream that busts your eardrums. And me and my lady both were laying in the bed going, nope. Nope.
That's fantastic.
There's these weird-ass monkey creatures that use telekinetic powers to get their food. They have a symbiotic relationship with another whatever, but through them... you discover one survivor who's all by himself, and through the monkey, I'm just going to call it a monkey, through the monkey getting into his brain to kind of control him a little bit.
Yeah.
They also connect the memories and stuff, and you see his family and his wife, and it's already a deep telling of like regret and all of that. It's amazing. And I'm going to take a hard stance on this because I hear this notion all the time amongst the film community and just random people that say animation is for children. Shut up.
Yeah, no.
People who don't give animated shows a chance. I get if you don't want to go watch Adventure Time or Regular Show or SpongeBob or any of the cartoons that are on the big 3, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, whatever. But if I know there's people out there that will look at Scavenger's Reign and be like, yeah, man, it's an animation. Or the reason, and I know this is a hard stance or this is a big leap, but one of the reasons I believe Across the Spider-Verse did not win Movie of the Year last year was because it was animated. And you had a bunch of idiots saying like, oh, it's a kid's movie because it was animated. It's so annoying.
See, I remember being a kid, I think it was Naruto actually, that would only show on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Because it had like blood and heavier topics than your average kid show. I think the kids show part of it really depends on the content of the episodes or the movie or whatever, rather than the way it's formatted, the way it's shown to you. Like rather live action or animation doesn't really matter in terms of whether it's going to be a kid show or not, because there's kids movies that are not animated. High School Musical was a kids movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't see why people were just like, yeah, no, it's for adults because it's not animated. That doesn't. No, I don't think that matters.
Yeah, I think the whole statement or the thing they go with is, well, you're supposed to grow out of watching cartoons because they associate cartoons with like Looney Tunes, right? So
Yeah.
because they associate it with Looney Tunes and Betty Bop and fucking Popeye, whatever, they refuse to give any animated thing. And like I said, I get, me and you love stuff like Adventure Time and Regular Show. But even with those shows, you have to sit through a lot of like kid humor, especially in Adventure Time. Like there is adult humor, there's adult themes, there's adult lessons, and there's a lot you can appreciate, but you have to sit through so much early teenage boy humor.
Yeah.
That now
they waited like till towards the end of that show to focus more on the deeper stuff. Like even now with like Adventure Time, there's a monologue that Jake went on about knowing your soul, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that or not. And people are just now like using that for life. Like that show's been out since I was a kid and it's still finding its relevance in today's culture.
And it's amazing that kids' movies can do that, because one, I see passed around a lot. It's a very basic lesson, but Master Oogway, tomorrow is a mystery. The yesterday is history, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present.
Yep.
It's in a kids' movie, a very goofy kids' movie, but that is something that resonates with you the older you get. Right? I'd never caught on to that when I was 6 years old, just wanting to see Poe sit on someone, right?
Yeah.
But now being 23 in my own life, I listen to that quote almost daily, right? Someone asked me, and I know this is completely off topic, they were like, what fictional character would you recommend sit on the Jedi Council, right? And I was like, I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. I'm a big movie guy. And my immediate thought, couldn't get off it, Master Oogway. My God, dude. The conversations between him and Yoda would be incomprehensible, almost.
Yeah. I mean, and then we've got, like, in terms of animated shows with a more serious topic, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is, like, such a hard-hitting show that you're just like, it would seem like a kid's show, but then you get into drug use and all this other stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's not for kids at all.